What's going on, guys? Today I've got the AOVO Bogist M3 Pro. Now I'm probably butchering that pronunciation, but this was sent to us by AOVO Bogist to review. So I'm going to give my honest opinion on the scooter, whether I think it's worth the price tag, which is $279, or if I think that you guys shouldn't buy this. So I'm going to give my honest opinion on the scooter. I'm just going to let you know some of the specs straight away. So we're going to start off at the bottom and work our way up the scooter. Obviously we've got it folded down right now. That's just so we can get it in the shop. But at the base of the scooter, you've got these two wheels here with the honeycomb design inside the tires. Now, criticism of a lot of electric scooters at the moment is the fact that they come usually with bicycle type tires, which are just filled with air. These ones come with these gaps in them and they're just solid rubber, so you're never going to have a puncture. And one of the main modifications that most people do when they get an electric scooter is to just change these tires. So this comes stock with them, and I think, you know, that's a good implementation straight off the bat. If you move up the handlebars on here and towards this little mechanism here, these are actually both suspension style things. This is a different kind of suspension to what I've seen on a lot of scooters. This sort of drops down here. Now I won't do this on the table just now, but this area sort of folds in to give you a bit more suspension on this side, and then this is the suspension bit here on this handlebar here, which actually provides a very comfy ride. Now I have taken this out already once and it is extremely comfortable. In fact, I would even go as far to say this is probably the most comfortable electric scooter I have used. It sort of feels like you're bouncing up and down. So I think in terms of softness, this is definitely one of the smoothest riding scooters. That being said, it isn't the quickest scooter. I mean, it's going to get you from A to B pretty fine, pretty good, pretty comfy. It's got a top speed of around 30 kilometers per hour, which is pretty quick if you're new to electric scooters. But if you know electric scooters, you know some of them get up to 60 miles an hour, so you're getting super quick electric scooters. But yeah, this is basically more of a starter slash commuting scooter in my opinion. I think it's got a lot of stuff built for commuting and built for city life specifically. One of those things being the lights underneath the docking here. Now, if we navigate over to the handlebars, on this little pad here, there is an on button. If I just switch that on, just like that, you'll see the screen here. Now, I'm not sure if this camera can pick it up just now, but the screen here illuminates basically, and then you have a bunch of other button options along board here. So if I go ahead and click the light button here, you should see that this illuminates here. So this is really useful for if you're in a city or if you're in the dark or the rain. People can actually see you. You've got these lights here and on this side, and you also have a rear light on the back here and a front headlight there. Something I mentioned about the rear light actually while we're here is if you press this brake button here, you'll see that the light flashes up there, and as do these lights underneath here. This is just to let all other people know that you are braking and that they should be wary. It's quite a useful little feature that a lot of scooters don't actually have, and I think this is really good for safety. Obviously, now you get to the other side, you have your accelerator. Now this can be toggled on and off to accelerate instantly or only accelerate once you push. Currently we've got it on the accelerate instantly, as you can see. So have you been on the road, just simply press this and you'd start moving. There is 3 settings of speed. There's 1, 2 and 3, 1 being the slowest, 3 being the fastest. 3 is pretty damn quick, I think. Definitely all you'll need if you're just a normal electric scooter user. So that's what these buttons do up here. There are a couple of buttons on the top here that I can't show you just yet, but there's basically speed, horn, light, on and off, and that's your buttons on the top here. The horn does sound a bit funky, a bit of an alternative to companies like Xiaomi have done where they have a bell. You simply press this button here and you'll hear it sort of makes a beep noise there. And again, that's another safety feature to let people know that you are there. So I'm just gonna leave the lights on for now because I think they look pretty cool, but we'll move on. On the base of the scooter here, where you put your feet, a lot of scooter companies go for a rubber or a grip tape sort of combination with metal, and I've found that in the rain specifically, that becomes quite slippy. Bogist or AOVO have done something that I have wondered for a while why companies haven't done. It's the lightest material and probably the best, as people have been using this for years. They've literally just put grip tape on here. It's as simple as that. I do feel that actually probably works the best. You just put grip tape on, it works in the rain. People use it for years on skateboards. Why not just use it on a scooter like this? So definitely good there. And talking about weight, this is all aluminium body and framework. So the scooter is extremely lightweight, weighing only around 11 kilograms. So pretty easy if you're going to sort of commute it around your office or take it somewhere where you want to. As I said, I do feel like this is the best thing for a city to commute to work. Moving on, you have a little latch underneath here that you can't probably quite see on the camera, but there is a little latch underneath here that you put your foot on in order to either put the handlebars up or push them down, and they slot into these gaps here to make sure you have a safe ride and the handlebar doesn't come unclipped. But that is how you do it there. And on just next to it, you have this little here, this unplugs, and you can plug and charge the scooter. The scooter only takes 7 hours to charge, so you can just put this on overnight and you'll be good for the next morning. And as you can see there, if you don't use it for a while, the lights turn off and the scooter turns off as well. Just a bit of power saving. You can go up to 25 to 30 kilometers on this, so again, perfect for commuting. As I keep saying over and over, this is what I feel like this scooter is actually for. Now, we'll move on to some of the pros and cons of this scooter. So it's extremely lightweight, so you won't be worried about carrying it on places, say you're moving around all the time. It folds down extremely easily and it sort of clips in here and it's a safe, secure ride. I say easily, we did struggle a little bit in order to get the handlebars up and down to begin with. It required quite a lot of force, but once we got it, we realized there's a little bit of a trick to this. You have to push the handlebars forward whilst you stand on that. It is a little bit tricky to begin with, but once you've done it a couple of times, it loosens up and it gets a bit better and a lot easier. But just a heads up, if you feel like you're struggling and you can't put it up, it probably isn't a faulty scooter. It's probably just the fact you need to push it a little bit harder than you maybe would feel comfortable doing. And that's just so that it clips in very securely, so you're not going to get thrown off. Another good thing about the scooter is the fact that it has this manual brake on the back. And you'll see this here, I can push this down, and this is a manual brake. So what I did find when I was riding the scooter is that the brake on the handlebars, because it's not a disc brake and it's more of a electrical powered brake, it isn't as responsive and strong as competitors such as Xiaomi's brake. It isn't as quick and snappy. So in order to combat that, they have actually put this reinforced, almost mud flap on the back, but it does double up as a brake, and you can feel it underneath here. It's all reinforced perfectly to act more as a brake that you sort of step on the back, like you would see on a conventional scooter. This works really well, and I will show you a little bit of how that works in a minute when I'm on the scooter, but that actually works a lot better than I thought. And it does have these little grooves here so your foot doesn't just slip off, say you're in the wet. So it has a lot of safety features, and in general I think this is a really good scooter, and I think that it works really well, and for the price you're getting a great bit of kit, especially for commuting. Now I'm just going to show you a bit of me messing around with this scooter now so you can see what it's like in real life. Alright guys, so there was the scooter video there, and I'm just going to tell you a couple more things before we finish up. I was a little bit skeptical about the scooter when they first contacted me, so I asked for all the certification, all the proof of every part and every safety test that they've done and all the safety certifications that they had. So I know this scooter is safe, and I personally feel that it is pretty safe when I'm on it. I don't feel like I'm going to get thrown off, I don't feel like it's just failing at any points. I feel the strength and I feel the sturdiness. So you can take from me guys, I do feel like this scooter is pretty damn strong. Now, that being said, I don't feel like it is as strong and rigid as some of the higher end scooters that I've tried before, but when you're talking about the price range of £270, I definitely think this is a very good base starter scooter for anyone that's looking to get into electric scooters. In general, this is a solid 8.5, 9 out of 10 for me. I'm definitely going to use this a little bit more and mess around with it, and I'll hopefully be able to give you guys maybe a little update later on one of our social media platforms. If you want to buy this scooter, make sure you click the link in the description below. It'll be in the description where you can purchase the scooter. Thank you guys as always very much for watching. If you've got any questions at all, let us know in the comments and we'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks for watching guys, and I hope to see you in the next video.